friends, today we're going to use the idea of Roy G. Biv to create our own rainbow collages. Then we're going to create a wire piece that will be for displaying our art. So what I'm going to do is start with the color red, and I'm putting a line of glue over that red line on my paper. Then I'm going to look at this tray I have, and I'm going to try to find different pieces of objects. Some of these are just pieces of paper. Others are boxes and different found objects from recycling. And I'm going to put red things onto the red line. I'm going to leave little spaces in between because I think I want to use different types of red things. So I'm searching through. This is red. It's a little different. That's a piece of tissue paper. Here's a piece of cardboard. You can see it came off a box. It's majority red. Majority means mostly. So I'm going to put that there. Same with this. And my goal is to fill that red line, whoops, that's not red, with different red pieces. Now some of them are a color on one side and a different color on the opposite. So you can flip it back and forth to see. The color pink is actually light red, so it's okay for me to add pink to my red area. All right, now my red is just about full, and I'm going to move on to orange. So I'm putting a line along the orange. When I dip in the cup, if it's drippy, I just wipe on the side and finish. Now I'm looking for objects that are orange. This is mostly orange. You can see there's a little bit of a yellowish orange and kind of a brown, but I still see a lot of orange on there, so that's okay to use. I can always use orange pieces of paper. This is kind of yellowish orange. I'll use that. Orange. Until that orange is full of objects that are either orange or mostly orange. Some of these have a little bit of yellow, but that's totally okay. Now, when I get to yellow, there are some of them in my container that are a little bit tricky, and I'll show you why. This has yellow and blue on it, so I can pick to either use this on yellow or blue. It's okay for me to use it on the yellow, even though it does have some blue on it. So I'm filling in the yellow. And I'm going to keep working like that until my rainbow is full of colors. Okay, now you can see that my rainbow is full. I have all the colors. R is for red, O is for orange, Y is for yellow, G is for green, B is for blue, indigo is a bluish purple. That's not in our rainbow. And V is for violet. Violet is another word for purple. Now I'm going to make a method for displaying my art. I'm going to make a wire hook. So I'll add a piece of wire for you, and I just go like this and twist it, but I'll do this part for you. You don't need to worry about that part. Now I'm going to add some beads to my wire to make it more interesting. I can create a pattern if I like, or I can just put beads on until I'm happy with the way it looks. So I'm going to fill this whole thing with beads, almost all the way. Right at the end, I want to leave a little space empty because I'll need to twist it back on. So here I'll time lapse and then show you when I'm done. All right, friends, I have a little extra about as long as my finger you can measure. I want you to keep a little bit extra without beads about as long as your finger. Once you're ready, you're going to raise your hand and I'll come around and I'm going to put that end through the opposite hole and I'm going to twist it. Now you can see my art can be hung from the top here of this wire, and my rainbow is looking really beautiful.